Hi, Cherry Hieronyma here from Hieronyma Homes, and today we're going to talk about listing your home, or actually preparing your home for listing. In today's competitive market, there are two things that are occurring. Number one, it's a pricing war. Number two, it's a beauty contest. From a pricing war standpoint, it's important to make sure that your house is priced competitively. Doesn't matter how much you paid for it, doesn't matter how much you think it's worth. What matters is what the fair market value is. And the way that we'll figure out what fair market value is I will do a comparable market analysis looking at homes in your direct area that have similar features, and we'll determine what the right price is based upon sales in the area. We'll also consider active properties because that's the competition and that's important. But more so, we're going to follow the path of the appraisers, and that's going to be based upon current sales in the area. And by the way, a current sale is 3, maybe 6 months out. From a condition standpoint, that's where the beauty contest comes into play, and that's where we'll be working together. Buyers today have a lot of options in front of them, and therefore it's important to make sure that your home is in the best condition, that it is the one that they're going to choose as they're looking. And what's most important to buyers today, not only from a cosmetic standpoint, but what's really important to buyers today is to make sure that big ticket items are sound. And so from that standpoint, to get ready to list your home, one of the things that you want to consider is pulling together a variety of vendors and doing an inspection process yourself. No surprises. Let's figure out what type of condition your home's in, not from your subjective viewpoint, but from an expert's objective viewpoint. And the way that you do that is you start with a roofer or a couple of roofers. You ask them to come out and do a free estimate to look at your roof, see what kind of condition it's in. If the roof needs some work to it, they may do some minor repairs and then do a 5-year certification that's transferable to a new buyer. So that's something that you'll want to do. You'll want to look at your heating and air conditioning units. Have those inspected by a certified individual, HVAC individual. Have them come out, clean it, service it, certify it, let you know, and a potential buyer know that those big ticket items are in good condition. Do the same thing with a hot water heater. Make sure that that is in good working condition through an inspection with a certification. So those are big ticket items. In addition to those, we want to focus on the outside. And on the outside of your home, one of the biggest things that we're running into in this environment in Colorado is the sewer systems. Because we've got a lot of mature landscaping, because we've got expansive and contracted soils, there's some movement in sewer systems. And so one of the things you'll want to do for about $100, maybe $120, is have your sewer line scoped. It's where they actually go in and do a video of your sewer line to determine whether there's excessive roots, whether there's any cracks, breaks, and that'll help you to get in front of it as well. If there's major issues there, you'll want to repair them. It's going to come up with an inspection. Every buyer does a sewer scope right now, so be prepared as opposed to reacting to something and having a contract fall apart. Another big ticket item is just to simply make sure that your landscaping is in order and your water sprinkling system is fully functioning according to plan. So then we get into cosmetic stuff and general maintenance items. General maintenance items in preparing your home for listing are things like cleaning light fixtures, making sure that you've got light bulbs in all light fixtures, making sure that there's no plumbing leaks, either at the faucet itself or underneath the faucet. A good, solid cleaning, making sure that all locks on your doors and windows are good, and if not, just be aware of them. Cleaning your windows, cleaning your home in general, and making sure that it is in pristine condition so that we can market it through our advertising appropriately, and more importantly, when people walk in the door, they can see the pride of ownership that is there. That's where, from a beauty contest, you're going to win. Staging is one of the things that Hieronyma Homes does, and we are very, very good at it. Either utilizing your own products and decor or complementing it with some of the stuff that we have. We do it from minimal enhancements to full-blown staging, and that's one of the value-added services that we offer to our clients. From a staging standpoint, I am an agent who does think that it's okay to have pictures of yourself in your home. but scale is important. If you're an individual who has a wall of all of your family members and pictures of your 25-year-old children from the time that they were 1 and every 6 months up, we're probably going to want to pull some of those down and minimize that a little bit, actually a lot. And so we don't have to have every picture pulled out from the home. We don't have to have all of your personal belongings out. But one of the things we do want to do is make sure that there is enough decluttering and depersonalization so that when a buyer walks into your home, as opposed to walking in, looking at your decor and your items and trying to figure out what your story is and your motivation is for selling, that they are actually focusing their attention on the home itself and how they can put their own decor in there and personalize it to meet their needs. That's our goal. Finally, from a preparing and a staging standpoint, there are some cases where a home may be in disrepair and you do need to do a little upgrading or updating. That could mean paint. If you've got very bold or very personal colors throughout the home that are going to cause a buyer to say, my goodness, I need to paint this right away, and therefore the home down the street I don't need to paint, we don't want them to choose another home over paint. And so we may go ahead and try to neutralize that palette. Carpeting or the condition of hardwood floors is something that we may want to look at as well. But those are items with the right staging that you may not need to address, and or with the right pricing that you may not need to address. So preparing your home for listing is very, very important. Making sure that it's priced right and priced competitively is equally as important to the condition, and both of those things are highest priority for buyers right now. If you're thinking about listing your home and you want to have somebody come in and help you to figure out what should you be doing or looking at, we would love an opportunity to do that for you. Give us a call at Hieronyma Homes, 720-214-6911. We'd love to talk with you about it. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next time.